back with another paint and chat. Yeah. Funny, I haven't really been painting, I've been just like taking apart shit. But I guess I don't really care about changing the name. You guys get what's going on in this particular segment. I'm gonna give a little preview. Next Friday, the 18th through 20th. On Sunday, I have a panel in which I will be showing off several iron daggers. That is to say, Skyrim iron daggers. Let me pull one of these off. Bam! Iron daggers from Skyrim. I got a pile of them over here. And I will be demonstrating how different material perform when doing a similar job, which is like just a pile of iron daggers. And I'm going to give you guys a little preview of that, and I'll post this in the Ramencons in such areas so that maybe I can get some more people to hang out and talk with, because I got like 2 hours to rant. That means, well, I have like 8-ish right now. I'm hoping to get like a dozen, because the cast stuff is a little easier to do, because you just cast it and wait for it to pop out and paint it in most cases. We're filling details. Okay, right now I have my paper clay one in this. What is this? Silicone mold. No, silicone mold. This is some other crap. What is the name of it? Where's the bottles? I forget what this is. This is the kind you mix up. Right here it is. This is mold putty. I saw a tutorial on how to make homemade mold putty. I'm gonna look into that. But this is a resin dagger at the moment. We'll see how that came out. Usually resin's a huge pain in the ass when you put it in a mold, because any kind of leak it instantly screws up. I'm gonna put this to the side because we don't need to worry about that. But let's make a little bit of dagger while I ramble on about the panel. How much time I got? 60 minutes, and my battery seems to be good. I guess I can work on this one. Ugh. So this dagger is made of like this open cell foam. You see it for floral arrangements. It's quite easily my least favorite material, and you might see why here. So what this is I've got a few pieces layered together, and I added this part. Actually, it's just one solid piece, and then these pieces I added because I couldn't quite get that detailed when I first started sculpting. It is incredibly soft material. If you just want to go at this with, say, even kitchen tools, you don't need to buy anything to be able to sculpt any special tools for sanding or anything. So, but this is very, very, very easily damaged, and I'm going to definitely have to put some kind of support mechanism in place to make sure it doesn't just snap. It's very, 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 very light. But for the purpose of demonstration, I will be making daggers out of materials which are not my first choice. many, in fact, all the daggers I would not recommend to be made out of solid material. Okay, so our filler is going to be wood filler for right now. The reason for this being, let me just cut this off. It's very malleable. It is very liquidish, so it can get into all those little pores really, really easy. The second choice I would have to say is like paper clay. I've been enjoying paper clay for a filler as well. You definitely don't want something like where's my Bondo? You definitely don't want like Bondo, because it'll just eat through it. Oh, I was gonna make one of these. This might be, when I get a mold, this might be one of my most. I'm not a fan of the spray stuff. So, have this tip off. Alright, that should do. So we're just going to be lathering this thing up with wood filler. It is generally, right now, unpleasant to even hold just because it's so... Ooh, this is a really sandy wood filler. Shoot. It's not as fine a grain as the previous one. It might just be the bottle, the age of the bottle, or it might be the particular brand. Do I have the old bottle in here somewhere? I doubt it. I bet I threw it out. I don't know if it's the same brand or not. I have to actually look at the videos. But yeah, this is like sandy-ish. Okay. Oh well. So yeah, the idea here is to fill as many of those holes as possible so we have a uniform surface to sand and carve and do all the detail work in. So yeah. While I'm doing this, I need to be fairly careful because I don't want to accidentally break the dagger as I'm making it. It's reasonably easy to do that. Then this has got to set and dry until the wood filler is sandable, which isn't too bad of a work time. Maybe an hour-ish you can get away with. The paper clay you often have to sit for at least 24 hours or even more with thicker applications. I've done paper clay with one or possibly two by the time the panel comes out, or when I come to the panel. So yeah, definitely paper clay is a good option for some materials. I'm trying to keep the materials when I do fillers and additives and details as close to possible to the original base material, but I'm not entirely sure what sort of foam I could add to the surface that would be close to, say, foam, or would be useful to seal the surface. If anyone has any ideas, you go put them in the link. I'll make a dagger out of some crazy BS. In fact, as soon as I've got enough daggers made, I'm going to start manufacturing the daggers in different ways. So, like, I'll have this coated in paper clay instead of wood filler, or I'll have some made without paint on them, just to kind of demonstrate what they look like without the paint. But that's later on. That's more work that I have to do, guys, and not necessarily adding as much relevant content as a whole different material type. Exploring the differences in material, combined materials, I don't know, isn't as useful as just explaining the base material themselves. Diminishing returns. But if this is something you'd be interested in, definitely show up for the panel, Ramencon 2015. I'm video recording all of this, but because of all the cost involved, I think this is going to be a kind of premium content, because it's, this is not like commission work. Like, typically the videos you see are of commissions, and so I get my money through that. That's why I make videos. It makes a good portfolio for a commissioner. Part of it is that, obviously, there's some benefits. I enjoy helping people in the community, but being able to support myself on, commissions is good too. It promotes me being able to do this. This is why you don't see a lot of just straight up cosplay tutorial YouTube things, because it's really hard to justify the costs involved, and then people just don't have the time and the resources to do commissioning and this kind of stuff. So yay! I'm in the fortunate position to be able to produce content and do all this BS and somehow pay my electricity bill. Somehow. We are going to be, I'm hoping to be able to let people hold these and feel them for themselves. I imagine there will come a point where somebody's screwing around, just break something. It's just going to happen. And that's where I imagine I'm going to get my extra pieces, where I can demonstrate the paint job and things like that. It's just, over time, stuff just happens. I would prefer it if people treated these things relatively nicely, but, things happen. I may be putting a little bit too much on, but this stuff is so porous. It's so porous that it's just eating up all of my wood filler. In fact, that's what finished off my last tube of wood filler, is just filling all these pores. There might even be an argument to the amount of wood filler versus foam, and the viability in that respect. Is this really a foam dagger, or is it just like a solid wood filler dagger? Oh man, was it foam board? Yeah, foam board has a lot of wood filler in it because I accidentally got some glue on it that it just ate right through it, so I had to fill that hole with just straight up wood filler. It's unnoticeable now because wood filler sands fairly well, but I really didn't want to I didn't want to get rid of the amount of. I didn't want to mess up. There we go. Back. Yeah, man. Bam. There's words. I didn't want to mess up. I wanted as much foam board there as possible, but I believe I got pictures of it, so I can totally put that up in the PowerPoint. I'm going to be bringing my laptop with me for pictures and some video. I'm not sure exactly how much video I should include with the presentation, because of course we only have a certain amount of time, and I don't imagine if I include video, right, if I edit some video in just like a few minutes each time, that will eat up so much of the panel time. This is 2 hours, by the way, that we might only get through, say, 4 daggers, because yeah, that's, say, half an hour per dagger. And then I have to leave time for Q&A. I think the way I'm going to go about it is that you can come and I'll just have daggers, and we'll just say, pick which dagger you want to talk about, which material you want to talk about, after like a short introduction of like, hey, here's all this shit, which one do you want to talk about, let's just go. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to pass around a dagger in a crowd of like 50 people, because that's just asking for the dagger to get destroyed. Or just not come back. That is a possibility as well. But possibly, if it's a small group, I will just like pull everyone up to the front and say, okay, you can touch up my stuff, because I can keep an eye on like 10 people, you know? But if there's like 50 or 100, I seriously doubt it. This is a small con, and I'm doing it on Sunday at like the end of the con. I seriously doubt that like that many people are going to show up. But I think in the Q&A, I'll give them the opportunity to come and hold or feel for themselves this dagger, or the daggers, whatever dagger they want to play with. Alright, I'm going to continue to do this and then set it out basically over there and let it dry. And I'm going to go and render and upload this this video. I'll also take a picture because I need to make a, what is it, a thumbnail? Yeah, thumbnail. So that it looks nice when people click on it. I will see you guys hopefully at my panel, but at the very least next week. I've been distracted by a myriad of things. Oh boy, a myriad of things. So actually tutorial content is gone down because of that, but if you guys are sticking around, hey, it's been fun. I'm doing these vlogs. They're way less of a production value. They're far less intensive as far as production values are concerned than doing a full tutorial. So at least I can get that out. After this panel, I should go and make some more Tip Tuesdays, and then I'll have content there. As far as the full-length tutorials, I'll have to get some stuff together before I can get that up to you guys, because of course life is busy and I have many irons in the fire, as it were. So if you're interested, let me know what you want to see if you're interested in the panel or if you're interested in whatever thing it is. Because guess what? I make stuff all the time, every day, all day. See you guys next time. Good times to all. Hey, looks like you made it all the way to the end. If you're interested in more new tutorials, con coverage, and other cosplay shenanigans every week, hit that sub button to get it delivered hot and fresh to you.